Good people are so hard to find, but when God allows you to cross paths with somebody that's good, I'm talking, they're like heaven sent, like an angel walking on earth. When God allows you to cross paths with someone like that, you hold on to them and you protect them, protect that connection. I'm not saying it's going to be perfect, but when they're not in the room, you defend them, you speak up for them, you be there for them. Now, imagine waking up from back surgery, recovering, only to realize the four people you considered your closest friends have gone completely silent. No phone calls, no messages, no how are you doing check-ins, just silence. And the guy's response was not a dramatic confrontation, no pleading for an explanation. He simply went quiet and he blocked and he kept it moving. My question to you, the listener, right now, was his actions fair? Was it too extreme? When I saw that post, I'll be honest, I said, good for him. And I'll tell you why. We live in a world where we feel as if we have to cling to these unhealthy, toxic connections because of the weight of years we've known each other, saying things like, well, we've been friends since childhood. Our mamas went to church together. They're like family, you know, and the whole time they're sitting back, plotting on you, stabbing you in the back, not really offering you no real support, you know, not speaking up for you when you're not in the room, you know, not even defending your name. Some even contributing to the gossip when you're not in the room. This man, post-surgery, didn't call to create a dramatic scene. Didn't ask questions, you know, to give them a chance to come up with some crazy story. You know how sometimes when you question somebody, they got time to think of a lie. You know, he did what we all should be brave enough to do. Just cut the cord and keep it moving. God has a unique way of exposing things, and it's not always this like dramatic, earth-shattering revelation, but sometimes it's just those little quiet nudges that we pay attention to. You know, those feelings when you're around that person, those unease moments of neglect that pulls back the curtain on people's true intentions. Listen, I get it. We want to take everybody with us that we've called friend or family on every part of our life journey. And we ignore the red flags, you know, we ignore it, hoping, you know, things will change, you know, our love and loyalty, it's enough, you know, things will just change over time. You know, I'm thinking as I'm saying this, I'm thinking about that tragic story of the young lady. I think her name was Shanquille Robinson. I think she went on the trip with her friends and she ended up losing her life, you know, and I'm 1,000% sure she saw the red flags, but she had a heart so big, you know, she wanted to include everybody, you know, and she ended up losing her life. And it's a scary reminder of what happens when we ignore what our spirit knows, when we override that unsettled feeling with a big heart and a desire to see the best in everyone. It's 2025. If God exposes hidden things about your spouse's character, if you start to notice their mask is slipping, their behavior is changing, you know, it's for a good reason. God is protecting you. He's like, it's better I show you now, you know, and God does that. He shows a lot of y'all what you're connected to now, but a lot of you stay because, you know, maybe the person makes a lot of money and you're comfortable. And then it ends in tragedy later on. You know, if your family is showing true colors, if their true colors are being revealed, it's, you know, it's for your protection, you know, love them from a distance. If your best friend, who is like your brother or your sister, shows you a side you never wanted to see, do not question it. It's for a good reason. These exposures, they're not meant to punish us. They're meant to protect us and guide us towards healthier spaces. Back in the day, you know, I would fight tooth and nail to hold on to what was killing me. I was so grateful when God was exposing things like, you know what? I'm never going to fight against that anymore. If God, you show me something, hey, I'm going with what God is showing me, and I'm moving out the way. That man recovering from back surgery, His friend's silence spoke volumes. He had a few people that checked on him, but his probably closest pals, the ones he called brothers, he heard nothing. No phone call, no text, nothing. Can't be that busy. I mean, you can send a text, hey, you need anything? You know? And he probably was the most generous out of the group, you know? The one always lending money, offering a listening ear, showing up in crisis, being that emotional anchor for others. And then when it was his turn, everybody went, well, a few people went ghost. Right now, someone listening to this, you got someone around you. You're even listening up until this point, you probably had somebody on your mind the entire time. You know, you got somebody around you that's exactly like this. You pour into them and they leave your cup empty. I'm talking dry. You know, people know what they're doing. And they want you all in your head, going back and forth, questioning them, seeking explanations. They will never be satisfying because the truth is always already laid bare. You know what you saw and you know what you heard. So once the universe exposes a truth, if you choose to stay, I'll be honest, things rarely improve when we stay. You know, if anything, I notice that it gets worse. It's never the same because the veil has been lifted and the truth is broken. The trust is broken, excuse me. You've been shown their true colors, and choosing to ignore it only invites more pain and deeper disappointment. Genuine connections are not measured by years, but by actions, by presence, and by support when it matters most. It's 2025. God wants you to start making space for the good people that he's trying to bring into your life. You know, you're steady trying to hold on to these people that keep you stuck, confused. They're not really there for you. They only pop out when they need you to just stay low vibrational, keep you stuck in your head, moving in circles. That's not your tribe. Those are not your people. That's why things keep falling apart around you. God is trying to move them out the way. He's trying to bring in your real true family, your true tribe, people who truly deserve a place on your journey. Because guess what? Your peace, your energy, your well-being, it depends on it. This video is 7 minutes long. I promise I did not mean to make it this long. I love you guys. Take care of yourself and pay attention to the red flags.